Hey everybody! I promised y'all a while ago that I would make a video that would display all of the art from the Wombat stories, and so I want to do that now. In case any of you don't know, we have a storybook written by Wombat on the Kitten Academy Discord chat that contains 18 different stories about the kittens at Kitten Academy, and it is illustrated by the artists on the Kitten Academy Discord. And so this book is available in many different formats. We started initially with a print version available through blurb.com, and then we added a Kindle version and a PDF version, and these three are all currently available still today, and you can find those three by going to the website kitten.academy/wombat. And then now, just today, we actually released a version that you can buy through Amazon. And that's the version I'm going to show you today. So we didn't know before that we could order printed books through Amazon so easily. And now we know, and we found out by ordering a copy that it actually is a little bit larger and it has better print quality and it's cheaper than Blurb. So I really recommend ordering through Amazon. It's also eligible through Amazon Prime. And so you can get some free shipping if you have Amazon Prime. And finally, the other advantage Amazon gives us is you can order this book through any of the country websites that host Amazon. And so all you have to do is go to Amazon and search Wombat Kitten Academy, and it should pop right up there for you to order a printed version. So I'm going to show you the art now from the printed version. I know some of you may not want or cannot get a printed copy, and so we still want you to be able to see all the art. So that's what I want to do today, and I'm going to make sure to get all the artists' names correct. So let's start with the cover. Okay, so this cover, the art on the top here is the Kitten Academy logo, obviously, and the title was designed by Wombat. But we added a illustration of when Tahini and Falafel are playing outside in the story Tahini and Falafel Escape, the story number 3. And this is by Cordis Mellum on the chat. Okay. And then let's go into the booklet here. The first few pages, by the way, are a message from Wombat, a message from me as the editor, the table of contents that has all the artists' names, so you can go look through that. And then our first illustration is from the first story, Baba and the Extra Beans, and this is by Shiga on the chat. You can see that there. My favorite part of this is the poop with reindeer. It's pretty funny, I think. But it's gorgeous. All of these are gorgeous. Okay, so that's the illustration for Baba and the Extra Beans. We also have this. This is a meme. The picture was taken, I believe, either from a close-up by Mr. A or a actual photograph. And you can see in the contemplation station, and the meme was made by Jonathan on the Discord chat. Okay, and then we keep going through, and then the next story is called Spa Confusion, and this illustration is by Umbra Love. Umbra Love did this one. So you can see the spa confusion going on here. Another thing I forgot to mention is that these stories are all available to read for free on Reddit, but you don't get to see the art through Reddit. Okay, so this next one is done by Tashi B on the chat. This is also from the one where Tahini and Falafel escape. I love the colors in this one. So that one is from Tashi B. You guys should be able to take screen grabs of these if you want, or to pause it to see them in more detail. Okay, so this next one is from the Persian Scavenger Hunt, which includes Agent Korn's first assignment. And this is done by Jay Mlem on the chat. She made it a little bit of a comic with the text there. Very cute. That's Ari. The text says, "You are up to something. Confess." All right, flipping through here. the next piece of art we have, this one is done by Xana. And this is the Kazoo Network. And you can see Kazoo in his suit there talking to Agent Korn. And again, it was a little bit of a comic with text there. I love Kazoo's white gloves. They're so funny. And what it says is Kazoo is saying, "Come in, Korn. Agent Korn, are you there?" And then Agent Korn says, "I'm here, Kazoo. What news do you have for me?" And then also as part of the Kazoo Network, we have another illustration by Cordis Mellum. Some of these illustrations she did before I recruited the artists to make the book. And so you can see Kazoo in his contemplation station and Agent Korn playing around. All right, the next story is The Persians Plan a Party. And this one was done by Yu Chan. A nice black and white. And that's actually Kazoo inside the air purifier that is in the main room. I really like this one. It's kind of steampunky. It says, "Never fear, I is here." And so that is from The Persians Plan a Party. And then we have Hummus Stows Away. This is another one by Umbra Love. I'm sorry I keep peeking around this book. I'm trying to make sure you can see it all. You can see little Hummus stowing away in DJ's bag. And then we have another illustration from Cordis Mellum. This is Hummus inside the bag. "DJ will never find me here, and I will see the world." All right. And then the next story, story number 8, is the Kitten Academy Time Travelers. This is a Doctor Who themed story. Oh, excuse me. Featuring Gary and Winnie. You can see Kazoo's on the network again there. This one is by Mother for Cats, Joanna Crook. She did this. And then we also have, for the Time Traveler story, we have a photo shot by Suburban Hal with his little Kazoo in the contemplation station. The next one is Hummus Homes In, and this one is featuring a photograph by our very own Mr. A, Chris Jansen, with a little blep. And then we have another illustration by Cordis Mellum in here. Again, Cordis did a lot of illustrations before I recruited her, but here is the illustrations she did that I recruited. Again, in little comic form with a few different panels. I don't know how well you can see those, I'm sorry. But each of the panels say, well, the first one says, "Where is my mama?" And the next one says, "I must be getting close to Australia, then I'll get to meet my new mama." And the last one says, "You'll be with your new mama and papa soon, Hummus." And Hummus is saying, "Meow." And then there's Jimmy's feet. And Jimmy is saying, "Hey Chris, it's Jimmy D. I found Hummus in the yard purring and doing shaka shaka." Okay, so then the next story is number 10, Don't Mess with Barn Cats. And this illustration is by Sabrina Aragon. And on the chat, she is Zezel. And this one might be one of my favorites simply because it has Maggie. And you guys know she's one of my favorites. And I just, you know what? I say this is one of my favorites, but I say that about all of the drawings when I look at them, honestly. It's just that Maggie is one of my favorites. And I also love her expression and how she's so mad at Mr. A holding the mouse. So cute. And her tail. I mean, Zezel just completely captured Maggie in this, and Maggie's my spirit animal. So I love it. Story number 11 is Tahini and Custard Take Questions. And this may be the illustration that I'm proudest of commissioning. And this is by Tupper. Our little Tupper drew Acro there in orange with his Tupper mouse. And Tupper actually, Tupper's mom recently posted on their Facebook with Tupper and his copy of this book holding up his illustration. And it just made me so happy to see that. Okay, as also part of Tahini and Custard Take Questions is a drawing by Manutsu. Beautiful, beautiful drawing. I love the teal. And this is, again, Tahini and Custard taking questions from the smaller cats that are part of the cat trees. Some people call them the saplings. And so again, this is by Monica Baran, or I'm sorry if I said your last name wrong, Monica, but we know her as Manu or Manatsu. A lot of these artists are on Twitter. You should check them out. Most of them have the same screen name on Discord as they do on Twitter, and you should definitely follow them to see more of their art and to support them. Our next drawing is by another small, Evan Frank. This is Ella Cat's little brother, Evan, and he drew this for the Kitten Academy Convention checklist. You can see a broom there and all sorts of stuff. The next drawing is another one from Tashi B on the chat, Natasha Dennington. And this is the Kitten Academy Faculty Seminar Series, Episode 1. This is one that we are also recording with multiple voices. It's going to be really exciting. I love that Elsie is off the page in this. That's completely intentional. And of course, it features every single faculty member, so this has got to be one of the favorites, I think. They're all so good, though. It's just, oh, they're all so good. I love seeing, Wombat said this yesterday, but I feel the same way. I love seeing the cats all depicted in different ways. It's so amazing how all of the artists have such distinct styles. You can tell who is drawing it really just by the style if you get to know these artists well enough. You should definitely check out the art channel on Discord. Okay, so story number 14. This is Halloween Strategies for Cats, and this one is by Brenna. She's Hishidoodle is her username. And again, we got some speech bubbles in there, and again, a really distinct style. I love the sepia tone in this one. So the bubbles say things like meow, hey y'all, ready for Halloween? And it's y'all spelt wrong, okay? It's spelt wrong. It's Y-A''LL, that is wrong. But it is funny, so we'll give it to you, Brenna. And then it says, yes, meow meow, and let's get DJ and Mr. A. But look at this. Y'all is spelt wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Anyway, moving on. The next one is another one by Mother for Cats, Joanna Crook. She draws so many drawings. You really have to follow her on Twitter. It's gorgeous with Yuki and Elder and Custard in a little lab coat. So funny. I love it. I love Joanna's drawings. And then there's also another one by Cordis Mellum in here. Cordis, you're so prolific. I love it. And I love the floofy little Yuki here. So cute. I got to see the original of this one in person when I visited Kitten Academy. It was really exciting. And Yuki is saying, if I bring this up the tree, I'll prove myself on Tree Everest. You really got to read these stories, people. They're hilarious. Okay, so then we have Jimmy's House Party for Cool Cats from KA. I think that's the next one. Yeah, it is. And we have yet another Cordis Mellum drawing. This one is full page. It's her, she stretched herself and decided to do a full page drawing. And you can see the contemplation station flying high up in the sky with Traveler Owl leading the way. And Traveler Owl is saying, this way to Kitten Academy. And one of the cats in the contemplation station is saying, I think I'm going to be sick. I don't remember if Winnie or Agent Corn is the one who says that. But again, you got to read these stories. And then we have another Photoshop. We have Pilot Kazoo. Another Photoshop by Suburban Hal. Mike. Okay, the 17th story is Oh Reindeer, and this is the drawing by Ella Cat. You can see her distinct style there too. You can see Reindeer up on the table and some of the cats there. This is when Reindeer goes to the Kitten Academy Convention, KA-Con. And then the last story is The Party That Never Ends, and this is another gorgeous drawing by Umbra Love featuring so many different kittens. So many different kittens. You got Latte up here, and you got, I think that's supposed to be Gary and Garby singing karaoke. Oh, so many kittens. There's Winnie. Oh, it's so cute. And I love her use of color, and the shadowing is beautiful. And look, Gary Tummy. So cute. So those are all of our drawings as promised. We also have the back here. So the back on the Amazon book is a little different than the back on the Blurb book. I have the Blurb book here too. You can see the size is different. And again, the print quality is better on the Amazon book. So anyway, there's all the art for those of you who cannot purchase the book, but I really encourage you to purchase it. Remember, $1 from the purchase of any format, Kindle, PDF, Amazon, or Blurb, $1 from that goes to Kitten Academy, and $1 goes to the Cat Protection Society of New South Wales on behalf of Wombat. And we're already seeing the payout from those, and I'll be announcing on Discord how much money we are sending to each of the charities. Thank you guys so much for your support. Again, read these stories. Get a copy of the book if you can. The PDF and Kindle are less than $5 each. Really, really easy to get. I'm really happy that we now have Amazon as an option for the printed book. Again, I'm sorry to those who already paid the higher price through Blurb. We did not know about Amazon until very recently. Thank you guys. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Much love. Squeeze a kitten for me.